That was better. That was perfect.
Well, no, you hit yours first this time.
Perfect enough.
It's always perfect enough.
Yeah.
Can perfect enough be a thing? Because isn't perfect? So perfect enough is like almost perfect.
One step under perfect.
Yeah, almost perfect.
AP. There we go. Anyways.
It's like sometimes always.
Sometimes always I will do what I was asked to do.
So like the real word would be often.
It seems like a math equation. Like you can just take two words and see what the word would come out to be. With a couple things.
Basically is a math equation.
Sometimes always. Well, I mean, you can always fuck with people. It's like, you're not wrong. You're not right. You didn't really. It's like saying maybe. It's like, yeah, well, what the fuck? Are we going to do this or are we not going to do this? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe. Well, do you understand me or don't you understand me? Very simple question.
Sometimes. Almost always.
Almost always. Often. Yeah. That still doesn't answer my damn question. Anyways.
Often.
The shout out that I wanted to do was just the last Saturday, 50 years since Mr. Neil Armstrong landed on the moon.
Oh.
And I had no clue that he died. Apparently he died 2012.
On Saturday. 2012?
Nope, not Saturday. No, he landed on the moon. It was 50 years ago they landed on the moon.
On Saturday.
Saturday, so yeah. A little late to the party, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he passed away, so rest in peace.
Hey,
8 years later or whatever the fuck that adds up to.
Yeah, wow, you're 7.
Yeah, but yeah, no, cool. And that was that. I just wanted to say that.
There we are, being good Americans.
Good patriotic Canadians. Canadian American. Yeah.
Good patriotic Americans.
So
North Americans. Why can't it be North Canadians? North Canadians. I guess because one came before the other. Chickens and eggs.
Yeah.
How did that work?
How did what work?
Well, I guess it was Adam's rib.
I don't know what you're talking about. Adam's rib?
Things that came first. Like, it was just something out of the mud. Organisms out of the mud. Like the chicken or the egg. It's like, well, yeah, which did? And then it's like, well, what came first of any animal?
Has that been proven? Has some scientist like sat down and said, "Oh, chicken. It was the chicken."
Like Darwin said, it was mud.
Mud came first.
Mud.
Over
some organisms in mud, wasn't it? Did you ever watch that movie about him?
About Darwin?
Yeah.
No, what was it called? Darwin?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
Well,
but that crazy guy is in it. That crazy redhead.
Carrot Top?
No.
Rupert Grint?
He'd be a terrible, like, super scientist. Darwin.
Imagine a movie.
Serious?
About somebody like, I don't know, what's the name of a big scientist? Fucking
Darwin.
Okay, sure. And it was just Carrot Top in a trench coat. I'd be like, yeah, and this is satire now. Fuck. I'm not taking this seriously. He just puts on a huge pair of glasses. All right, let's get the facts.
Who did you think it was?
Or Rupert Grint.
Rupert Grint?
He plays Ronald Weasley in Harry Potter.
Oh,
the redhead. I don't know too many redheads. Ed Sheeran. I know that's not right.
I know a girl who knows the guy on Harry Potter. One of them.
The guy on Harry Potter.
The same guy that was on The Flash. The Harry Potter guy that was on The Flash.
On The Flash, like the show, The Flash.
Yeah,
he was on that Flash program. What?
Like, you know The Flash.
I know The Flash. I don't know who was in both those.
Barry Allen.
That was his name?
No, that's The Flash.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know it that well.
It's a pseudonym. Well, or actually just his name, his real name.
His real name.
I guess Flash would be his pseudonym.
Name and driver's license, The Flash. Huh?
The Flash.
Son, if you're about to pull something out, you're not getting out of this ticket. But they call me The Flash.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't know. He's some guy that...
Well, no, that sounds like a really interesting if I know who you're talking about. So you know somebody that knows somebody that was in Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because The Flash is...
Shot in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. So he's a musician, and she's a musician, and she's with this band, and then one of the guys in the band became buddies with him, and that's so she... I don't know how well she knows him, but the buddy became buddies. Really bad story.
Buddy connected to buddy. I just want to know who you... Is it Draco Malfoy? Is it the blonde bitch?
I think so. what's his name?
Draco Malfoy.
Draco.
Draco Malfoy. That's like not his real name. That's what his name is in Harry Potter, but it'll pop up with his actual name.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's
Malfoy.
Investigate.
Yeah. It's him.
That's really.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's really neat.
Yeah. So what's his real name? His real name is
Donald Sutherland.
Fuck, I'm so bad at. I should need to practice using internet.
Yeah, it should be right there. You'd think it would.
Yeah, but all I'm seeing is like the
Draco
characters.
Malfoy. Yeah.
I'm like, what's the guy's name?
Just type in Draco Malfoy actor.
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Well, not quick enough.
I know. Tom Felton.
Oh, Tom Felton.
Oh, you know? Yeah.
I wouldn't have clearly I didn't remember his name, but I've heard that name before. That's pretty sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, cool. We know so that means by association I know him.
By a lot of associations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friend of a friend of mine, yeah.
So the Darwin movie was Creation.
Oh.
Creation.
What year did that come out? 1999.
2009. Wow.
Oh, wow. It's not that old.
Oh, wow. No, it was really good. It was the guy. He was. You wouldn't know the movie. It was an old movie.
Maybe I would.
Stars Paul Bettany.
I don't know.
Yeah, Paul Bettany.
I don't know.
Paul Bettany.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Paul Bettany. He was in Knight's Tale. You remember that movie?
Oh, with the hot guy that everybody loves.
The hot guy
That died.
Yeah.
What's his name? Fucking
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Heath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Heath.
Yeah. But so the guy in Creation that I'm talking about is, what's his name? Paul Bettany. He was like the guy that they came across on the road in Knight's Tale, and he was naked, and he was like that gestury funny guy.
Oh, okay.
Crazy redhead guy. Yeah, he was that guy.
It's one of those many actors I would probably recognize, but I'm like, what's that guy's name? I don't know.
Yeah. I think he was in some Wimbledon movie. Like,
oh, this is the redhead.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, there's a point to this.
But he was. It was a good movie. I guess he was like crazy, so that's why he figured out Darwin was crazy.
Oh, Darwin was crazy.
He was seeing his daughter or something.
Ew.
No, like she was dead. So
he was seeing his daughter.
Yeah, like his dead daughter, like
he was like dating his dead daughter.
No, like
what?
No, as in seeing, like as in sight.
Oh.
It's kind of like,
oh shit.
That's kind of a funny mix up, like when it was your birthday,
yeah,
and your brother was like, because you have a twin, and he was like, I got the better eyes, and you and I both thought he meant like he had nicer eyes, and he just meant that he didn't have glasses.
Like his functionality wise, his eyes worked better. But I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, I know. And I was
my
like,
eyes are nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's a mean thing to say, Tyler.
And then Tyler is like, fuck you guys. I was just saying fact because he's wearing glasses and I'm not. Yeah. He had to take it to a fake level.
Yeah, it was terrible. Anyway,
that's hilarious.
So why are we talking about? Oh, because chicken or the egg came from mud.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anyway, whatever. That was not anything I want to talk about.
You know what my theory on chicken and the egg is quickly? I think a chicken came from a dinosaur, a small not molested. That was not the word I was trying to say. Like mutated. Mutated was the word I was trying to say. Like a small mutated weird dinosaur. Then it just came out as a chicken, and then they started giving eggs. So chicken came first.
Okay, I got lost because I got confused by
my mix-up of molested with mutated is what I meant to say. Yeah.
Yeah, they call that Freudian slips and.
Jesus Christ, Dylan. Yeah. I just think a chicken is a really mutated dinosaur. Somehow, maybe it walked into some radioactivity, or I don't know what happened, but way a long time ago.
I can see it. I can see that.
There was the chicken first, and then its reproductive organisms just decided to make eggs. I don't know. I don't know the science behind it.
But there are dinosaurs that have eggs, aren't there?
Oh, then there you go. Fact. You just proved my theory.
So which came first, the dinosaur or the egg? Is what it should be saying. It should be, really.
Yeah, damn. Okay, I just put a conundrum for everybody to figure out.
I think it's really easy to just go with Darwin. Mud. Which came first, the dinosaur or the egg? Mud.
And then organisms.
Mud.
The Big Bang. Do you believe the Big Bang?
Mud. I don't know. I think anything could have happened, right?
Yeah.
My mom said that once. I was like, yeah, it's very wise. She was like, I was like, because people always say Christianity says it just had like that creation, right?
Yeah.
And then science says Darwin.
Oh.
And then my mom's like, well, couldn't God do it Darwin way? And I was like,
it's a healthy mix of both.
I'm like, I guess God, if he is as
Powerful.
the guy who created everything, if he is this, he could do whatever the fuck he wanted.
One scoop of
So
mud,
it's-
one scoop of Fran Dresser, and then there you go.
There's so much chance in that. It's like, well, but if he was like, okay, just now.
And now life.
yeah. It's not like Adam and Eve, like that was just a now thing too.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe he brought them out of mud.
Brought him out of the mud.
Mud.
Yeah, we're all mud people.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I kind of like that. And actually, like the Catholic Church, I think actually does go, yeah, creation could happen. Or like the evolution could have happened.
You know what?
Yeah. They don't deny it.
I don't
actually.
hate on anything. I wouldn't say that I'm a super religious person. I don't like everybody that makes them feel comfortable. That's totally cool. But I don't think it's right for anyone to say with 100% like
Exactly.
gusto that, oh, this is the way the world was. It's like how were you there? And if you were, how are you here?
Yeah.
You asshole. You time traveler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Marty McFly, get the hell out of here. But you know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah. Well,
So-
that's
And like, just don't be one of those assholes. Be like, you know what? Cool. That's your belief. Open to it's a possibility. If somebody came up to me and it's like, yo, man, fucking fish people. We are all fish people. It was water in a bowl of cereal, and then there was little flakes of food, and then fish evolved into cavemen, Flintstones, humans.
I like that. Fish, Flintstones. I want the humans to be an F word.
Frightening.
Frankenstein's?
Frankenstein's.
Yeah,
okay, sure.
Fish.
We're all created.
Fish, Flintstones, and Frankenstein's.
That's what
I
we
like
are.
it.
That's
I like it.
That's my theory. That's Dylan's theory. Yeah, that's how we came in. And it's like, you know what? That's
And-
cool. Sure.
And we know Frankenstein, he was motherfucking created
Yeah, he was.
piece by piece.
Well, sorry, the monster was created. Frankenstein is the doctor.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So
Frankenstein's the
Frankenstein
monster. Yeah.
Is the representation of God, and the monster is us. We were all monsters.
And the lightning
Boom.
was the fingertip of now.
Yeah, and that was the lightning. Pull it.
No.
Yes, master. See, that was just a concept of how life was created.
Was Igor in that, or was Igor something else?
No, Igor is his sidekick that pulls the lever.
I couldn't remember
pretty
if that
sure.
was a different story or not.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like
I like it.
97% sure that's right. I
Cool.
think.
I'm not gonna look that up.
We'll just say it is, but
Cool.
we all know what we're talking about. But that's awesome. That's what life is. Ba 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 ba.
Boom.
All right.
So I've been getting up early lately, going to the cafe early, like when you go to the cafe for coffees early,
Better.
better.
Yeah.
It's nice because I'm like, I'm gonna go read and do shit, and I do a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, now it's later, and now what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but one thing I've noticed, this is a gear shift.
That was just the car backfiring. I was adding to what you were doing.
There's a puff of smoke. So one thing I've noticed, like if you're walking around during the day, people say hi, they give you a little nod, they'll be like, hey, or they'll ignore you, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the mornings, if you pass by anybody early in the morning,
Yeah.
it's always like a good morning. It's a solid look at you, full on.
You're a decent human being.
Good morning. It's like having a dog.
Yeah.
It's like we talked about in the last episode. Yeah. It's like that. It's like they're like, oh, you're up early.
I don't know
Yeah,
what you're
you-
doing, but you're contributing to society, and I like that. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
They look at you like you're a decent human being. It's like we are both outstanding. Upstanding?
Outstanding. I like it.
No, but outstanding. It's it's upstanding. Up.
Upstanding citizens. Yeah, that works too.
There's a term, as you like to
Whatever.
say. There's
Yeah.
a word for it.
Doesn't matter. I know what you
Anyway.
mean.
That
Yeah, it's
it's really neat. It's neat.
it's like you're doing something. You're not.
Like you're not some lazy fuck.
Yeah, like me.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
They're like you used to come in the afternoon, but good morning now.
Good morning. Yeah, I used to look at you differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like, I don't know about this guy. Yeah, is he just super hungover and drinking coffee because he's just an alcoholic, or is he actually doing stuff just with his life? And
You know what's
give
strange?
the head nod.
Is the people at the cafe. So when you buy a coffee, you pay full price. You get a refill. Like if I get Americanos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the refill, they charge you for a medium.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the owner, she'll be like, oh, no, a small. Like she gives me even better deal.
You're raking in the benefits.
Yeah, and then yesterday
You're leveling up.
She was leaving, and I was packing up to go outside again because I like standing outside.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, are you leaving?" And I'm like, no, I'm going. And she said, "Oh, okay. Well, have a good day." Like she says bye, and then the other day she walked by too. She's like, "Oh, what are you doing? Working on?"
Yeah.
It's like I'm there as much as the workers.
Well, it's like your second house. You are there. She's like, you want apron and full-time job?
Well,
I can't say I can't impersonate somebody without sounding a little racist, but I'm not trying to be. But
well, and they're Korean, not freaking whatever that was.
I don't know.
Japanese.
I should just not do. But if you just said it like a normal,
Yeah.
that wouldn't give it the aesthetic. But
No,
anyways,
no, I know. We're gonna get so much hate mail for our accents and racist things.
make an impression of me. I dare you.
Of you? Why?
Well, not you in general. I'm saying to the people out there in the world. Yeah,
Put a Dylan meme.
I won't get offended. Yeah.
I know what memes are now.
Nice.
So yeah, it was. Anyway, it's kind of neat. It's like,
So basically, you spend so much time there. That's like your second home,
yeah,
and you're leveling up in the cafe
'cause-
world.
it's because
and you're a level 9 coffee goer, and you get discounts. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I don't like being home.
I just don't like being home because it's so gosh darn hot in my place. So I gotta leave.
I get anxious, so I go there, and it's big enough. It's like spacious, so I can be away from people.
Mm-hmm.
Like today when I texted you, it was like this kid fucking sat beside me, and I was like, I have to leave because there's this fucking child like yammering beside me. And I'm like, fuck off. Why are you in a cafe? You don't drink coffee. Get the hell out of here. Go to Bullwinkle's.
Go to Chuck E. Cheese, you little bitch.
Shit. And then she left finally, and her mom was letting her just be a kid.
Well,
which is totally legit.
we're in a cafe now. Yeah. Time to be in your best behavior. Talk about taxes and whatnot. Yeah.
No, the kid was fine. It's just I just don't like people right now. I get very.
You're like a broken dog.
It doesn't have to be people. There's this old lady looking for something around the. I don't know, I think she was looking for salt or something. She just kept looking. I was just like, "What are you looking for? Can I help you? Because you're hovering, and I'm getting very wound up.
Yeah.
What do you need?" And then she didn't answer me. She just went to the other side.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah, I was like,
you actually said that.
what?
You weren't thinking that. Yeah.
No. I said, "What are you looking for?" I didn't say the other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You're hovering.
Dumb
What the fuck?
fucking bitch.
Old lady, get the hell. What's wrong with your? No. It's not
Take your
gonna say
Tweety
that
Bird and get
stuff.
the fuck. No, yeah. Okay, so what I learned from this little pointless conversation is that Cam hates kids and old ladies. Great. Stand-up citizen. Wow. You're talking about being a stand-up citizen that hates old ladies and kids. Yeah.
I do have a problem right now. I judge, and then I also judge when I think people are judging. It's really fucked up. And then I laugh at myself inside my head a lot because I'm like, wow, you are a mess.
You're just like guerrilla warfare right now. You're just like, everyone's out to get me because I hit my head. But then after you're like, why was I thinking like that?
Well, I'll be like, someone will look at me and I'll be like, oh, they're thinking this. Why? Fuck, just let people do and be how they want to be. Fuck, don't judge. Don't do this. And then someone will walk by and be like, why the fuck are you like that, you weirdo? Fucking then I'll be staring at them. And I'm like, Cam, you're doing what you don't do. You idiot.
You're getting mad at what you're getting mad about, essentially.
And then I laugh.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
then it's just like, double mad.
I'm like, you're a moron.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
You.
And if I could, it'd be funny if it could like have a camera and then like just pan over to the guy and then we hear his thoughts and he's like, should I get the fillet of fish or the Big Mac? Yeah,
That's exactly it.
He's just thinking about what burger to get and he's just kind of staring off in his face. Yeah, and you're just like, oh, you little bitch, you judging me? I should judge you with your fucking funky shoes and your complicated shoes. Yeah. So I get it, but I don't get it. It's
a little whack.
It's pretty whack. As long as you have that old Jules to come home to, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's way cheaper than you buy the cans
Oh,
of Jewels.
Side note, we got
Slope.
slow. Oh, slope. I thought you said slow. I was like,
No,
what?
I said slote. Side note. Slote.
Oh, okay, I got it.
I don't know where the L came from.
Cronenberg 1664. They have a non-alcoholic we just got in.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh.
$10.99. So not a bad price either for a sixer.
Bring it.
Yeah, I'll bring it. I'll
Bring it.
bring some.
Okay, so let's get into some real deep shit here.
All right, time to get deep.
So this guy I listened to, he was talking about like doing shit and changing your subconscious rules in your head. Like, so like Freud talks about the superego, and it's like kind of like, it's not the superego, it's kind of like a background of your ego, of your personality that's like guiding you because it's created these rules of what you think is good and bad, and parameters for what you believe, right? Yeah. And it's built when we were young.
Okay.
So we have these things, but it's subconscious, so we don't think of them, really. We just live through them. So it could be like in your family, you were this person, and that's how you were. Like, you're the one that did these kind of things, and that's as far as you did them. Like he's talking about, like, you were told to not be too good. Mm-hmm. Like, be good to a certain degree, but then not be like,
don't flourish.
Flourish.
Yeah, don't flourish.
Flourish.
Not roofish, flourish.
Flourish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he's like, you need to change that. You need to reprogram this superego to be like, because it's just doing its job. It's doing its job well. Mm-hmm. And he's like, just got to reprogram and be like,
no, I'm going to the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. And then once you reprogram it, then it'll just be like, oh, I'm just supposed to be amazing.
My cap's here. This is my cap.
Yeah.
I'm here, like Michael Jordan.
So that's like just a background for this one quote he mentions here from, you know, the movie No Country for Old Men?
Yep.
Okay. Have you seen it?
I saw it a long time ago when it first came out.
Did I talk about this?
I don't know.
Good.
I don't
know. I haven't seen it, and I haven't read the book either, but he talks about...
That's the what brothers? The Coen brothers or whatever made it?
Maybe.
Like that.
I don't know. I haven't seen it or read it. I know about it. I've wanted to watch it.
But... guy with a gun and a limp or something.
Okay, so that's probably the guy he's talking about. He's like the serial killer or something.
Yeah.
Like the death guy or something.
I couldn't give you a proper synopsis on it. I might have only even seen half of it. I tuned in, but anyways.
Anyway, I guess there's this thing with this coin in the sky, and he's like, flip the coin, that's whether you live or die or something. But he's like, at one point he goes, so the superego is like this rule you live by, right? Yeah. And it's subconscious. But so he's like, and we just think that that's how I live. That's who I am, blah, 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 blah. But he's like, it doesn't have to be, right? So this quote from this movie, it's so amazing. He goes, in the movie, the killer guy says to the other guy who's going to flip the coin and be like, life or death, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, if the rule you've lived by has brought you to this point, what use was the rule?
True.
And I was like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, this is where I am, and I want everything in my life to change, right? Yeah. So I'm like, so yeah, this subconscious rule that's brought me here that I've been like, this is who I am, this is how I do stuff, da da da. It's like, well, obviously it didn't do well, or it did its job, but it's the wrong bloody rule because where I am now isn't where I want to be. So I'm like, I got to change my rule. It blew my mind.
It made you, which we talked about a long time, like a couple podcasts ago, but it made you content with what you had rather than mad with what you don't have.
Kinda, yeah.
Is pretty much what it is. Like, you know, what's that thing? It's like all those people that say, appreciate what you have, or whatever the fuck that saying is. Don't be don't be sad about what you, but it's like, no. I think nothing is 100% black or white. There's always, everything's gray. There's always a happy medium to both. I'm not saying be a miserable sack of shit and like, then people are like, well, there's kids in Africa that are doing whatever. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, true. That is very sad. And compared to that, I have a very fruitful life. Like, it's not bad. But that doesn't mean I'm not allowed. First world problems, exactly.
I hate that phrase.
It's like fuck off. It's like, but that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to achieve for more, get better, do better. Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's but you also, like, I also do have respect and mindfulness to what I currently have, even if I'm stressed about certain things. I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now, barely at that. Stresses me out, but I am mindful of other things in the world that is going on that aren't so lucky to even be where I'm at right now. But at the same time, I can also shoot for more. You know what I mean? So,
well, yeah, and but this is like trying to get back like into the roots of like what you believe and what you think you are worth and capable of.
Yeah.
Because he's saying like, well, how you see yourself has brought you to where you are today.
Yeah. Oh, of course, 100%.
And if you're stoked about that, cool. Keep going that way. But if you're not happy with where you are today, then you need to change how you see yourself, basically, or how your subconscious sees you. And I was like, that just blew my fucking mind, because I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so
What do I need to do? What do I need to change? Yeah. Well,
it's just, I was like, wow.
Don't silence that thing that's like, yeah, you know what? Nobody's comfortable being in a stressful situation that they don't want to be in. But the answer is not to silence that voice. It's to listen to it and say, okay, well, how can I make this better and get better and do better? Like I was just saying. So like I think about it all the time when I'm at work. It's like, because we have that really crappy government, but awesome government job.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it doesn't pay enough for me to do what I want to do. Like I said, I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now, and I'll never be able to get a house. I'll never be able to get a nice car where I'm currently at.
Right.
Do I plan on sticking around forever?
Unless you
I want more. I want more.
Live in a tent in my backyard.
Yeah, and
Save tons of money.
and then I'd be fine. Then I'd be totally fine. But do I I have an apartment, I have a car, I have the means of today's society to be like a natural whatever, like definitely below average, I would say. I'm not even close, especially in Victoria. But on top of that, when I am at that job, I don't hate the job. It's not like it's killing me, but I do want more out of life. I don't want, I just want more out of life. You know what I mean? And that voice always, when I'm there, is in the back of my head, and I'm like, I don't want to just go, hey, shut up, let me do my job. I want it there, because it's like a pinprick until I eventually advance. And then now we've done so much in the last little bit that I've started getting that pinprick. It's like now we're doing a podcast. Now we're like, okay, life is not about 9 to 5, cash your check, go drink, repeat. It's about 9 to 5, take that extra time to work and achieve more, and maybe have a day, or maybe have something to debrief with and to bring yourself back. You know, you can't just be working all the time. You're not a fucking mule. But
well, and that's the thing. Like he talks about at the rest of this video that I was watching, where he started with that. He goes, we get so used to going with the flow. Yeah. Like everyone goes with, and I was like, it's like he really hit me in the head with this one, because I was always like, say little yeses, you know, like go with the flow. And that's going with the flow has taken me everywhere I've been. And I've had some good experiences. I lived in LA. I've met some people. I've done this. I've done that. I've done different things. Right. And it was always just going with the flow. And then something came up. But if we go back 20 years to what I wanted to have a band, and I wanted to be traveling, playing my music, and doing a band. But everything that came in the flow of my life sidestepped me away from that, always. And I just went with it. I'm like, oh, because that's life, man. That's my next thing. That's my next thing. And people around me would be like, oh, it looks like you're supposed to do that. It looks like you're supposed to do that. It looks like you're supposed to do that. And I was like, and now I'm going, fuck. Because he's like, don't go with the flow.
No.
Don't go with the flow. Make your plan and stick to that plan.
Yeah. And
people who've got like a super, like not the super ego, but like a super actual ego.
Born with it. Just general egotistical people.
Yeah. More like that. They're like, this is what I want and that's where I'm going. Yeah. But I'm not like that. But here's
Check
the thing.
yourself before you wreck yourself, basically. Don't be an asshole. Yeah.
But what he says is he goes, only dead fish go with the flow. And I was like, fuck, I need to be a salmon. A live salmon fucking just beating up against that stream.
Oh, man, that's great. Just I like that.
I got you, bitch.
Anyway, I like that.
I'm a live salmon.
Only dead fish go with the flow. That's good. I like that.
It was amazing, yeah.
That's a good saying.
That little video he started with, it was, I don't know, that whole bit, what might have been 5 minutes, and it just like fucking rocked me.
Yeah. Well, it's rocking info.
Info as in information.
So with that, it's not just for us, it's for anybody. If you're listening to this, you know what? Keep within means, don't be an asshole, but also like it also hasn't not been said before, but I mean, it's something that it's a hard fact for a lot of people that are modest to grasp. To do, just you deserve there's nothing wrong with like, okay, I've accomplished this mediocre session. Let's just say good job done. Good enough. No. Okay, now shoot for the next level and the next level. Keep going. Get the high score. Advance. Don't just be stagnant and be happy with it.
Nice video reference. It was another video. He just said some like number. He's like, I wish I could just give you a fix. And he rambled off some number, and then someone, because there's a live video chat, and then someone was like left, right, right, left, 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 left. It was
like a cheat code. Yeah.
What, like they did like the numbers as in what direction they were or something for gaming. I don't know.
Totally. That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. I should mention that that's Richard Grannon from the UK. That I'll put a link into that video maybe.
Yeah.
It's a really good. It kind of blew my mind.
There's motivational, and this is the thing that I have a trouble with nowadays. Like that guy sounds awesome that you're talking about. He sounds like I give him a thumbs up. Haven't really watched any of his videos, but I know you've referenced him a couple times to me. Sounds great, and everything you've said about him sounds great. There's so many fucking motivational gurus these days on Facebook and stuff like that. All they do, and this is not a new subject. This is old, but all they do is show you their mansion. They show you their fucking Ferrari, their Lambo, their hot girls. You can achieve this. You just got to do
and think
what you have to do. And it's like, you just rambled and said the same circle bullshit for the last 30 minutes. And now if you pay me to teach you how to do this, and then you see like some more of his videos, it's like, does this guy actually know what he's fucking talking about? Or is he just showing me pictures of a car? He's basically a walking, talking dream board, and I'm paying him to accomplish his dream board. I'm not going to get that dream board. My dream board consists of a Corolla, a 1-bedroom apartment, and a smelly fridge. Fuck you. Like, fuck this guy. I'm just paying him. And then, so I think there is more what they call entrepreneurial gurus these days than actual helping motivational speakers.
Oh, yeah,
They're
definitely.
Just some guy with a camera, and he's just saying happy, peppy words. And it's like, why are there so many people that just believe it? And you know what? If you need to hear some generic bullshit line to help you out, I'm not saying that there's no value in that. But it's just like, fuck these guys.
The thing with those like generic lines is that you need them over and over and over and over, because they only last for like that. Oh, that was terrible. They only last for like that 2 seconds, right? And you gotta. Oh, I need another one. It's like my little donuts I've been eating lately. It's like, oh, I need one. Well, that wasn't
enough.
A fucking hot dog.
Yeah.
Now I need another donut. But that's what I like. He actually talks about that in one of his video. He talks about like coaching or self-help. He's like, I can't remember what he was going with, but he was like, I mean, he was not the Anthony Robbins kind of, and Anthony Robbins is actually pretty great if you actually listen to his stuff. He says some actually good things, but he was referencing like the self or the coaching of the self-help, or like hug the person next to you, and he's like, except for that makes me sweat in my back and makes me very anxious and uncomfortable, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, why does all this like fucking stuff have to be like extrovert kind of shit? Like, what if I just am really uncomfortable with doing that?
What happens if I have my main issue is social anxiety?
Yeah,
like, and that doesn't help.
Get over it. You'll make $1 million if you hug that person to your left.
Yeah,
and I'm pointing to my right.
Yeah,
and then right after that he goes, I'm talking about coaching. Like, you're where you are. You want to be somewhere else. We figure out what are the things in the way and how you get there,
which is good.
You make the plan.
It's
individualized.
Individualized. Yeah.
And he's not just talking about like the steps to accomplish that goal. He's talking about in your mind, in your psyche, in like your brain, like what are the things that are holding you back?
Yeah.
Not like, oh, well, you just need to think of, you just have to be happier. You have to, or
mental blocks,
or you have to be like, or you have to think better of yourself. It's like, yeah, but fucking how?
Oh shit! I wish I thought about that. Happy is an option. Great, thanks, man. Yeah. It would be funny.
It's like everyone's telling me, like, just think this way. I'm like, right, but right now I'm crazy, and I don't know how.
And I don't know how to do that shit. But it'd be funny if that guy that you're talking about is like, you want to be a millionaire? Hug that guy to your right. And now reach into his back pocket, take his wallet, and now take out that credit card, and then do it again to the person on your left. Yeah. And now take that guy's card. Millionaire, done.
Those are steps. That could work, especially if you're at the Anthony Robbins thing.
His name's Rob?
No.
Oh, Robbins.
Anthony Robbins.
Oh, okay. I thought you knew his name.
The guy
was
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, it's Richard Grannon.
Oh, no. The guy that says just hug the guy to your left is Anthony Robinson.
Oh, he was referencing him, but I mean, every thing you go to, they're always like, say hi to. I used to go to church late because I didn't want to do the fucking passing the peace. I don't want to fucking shake your hand.
Yeah. It's like, just leave me alone. And it's so. And I'm not saying there's like value. There's not a little bit of value in any of those things, but a lot of it. It's like, it's pandering bullshit. And it's back to the pandering bullshit thing. I hate panderers. It's like, I hate panda bears. I hate fucking panda bears. I love panda bears, actually.
I hate panda bears.
But panderers, it's just like, I don't know if that's a real word, but I'm using it. I don't understand how these pandering people achieve such an audience. To be pandering, to continue pandering, to pursue pandering.
Because there's that many desperate people out there who are so unhappy, especially in North America. We're fucked here because the dream, but no one's telling you how to do the dream anymore. It used to be people who had strength and power, and like the people that would travel across a fucking ocean in a boat for however many months to get here.
Now that's initiative.
They're a certain type of person. So they're going to get here and they're going to start a business.
Yeah.
Now we're just born here and we're given shit and told you can do anything, and everyone's like, I don't know what to do or how.
And then you end up just sitting there messing themselves.
And then, and now we're saying, it's okay. You're still amazing. Yeah. Even though you're actually really shitty.
Yeah, and doing nothing. Yeah.
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 Like my dad, like finally he said something about something that I've been like, fuck, why won't you get mad at me about this? Yeah. And he finally said, because I was bitching about it again, he's like, well, I am disappointed with you with that. And I was like, thank you! Finally! You fucking said it. That's what I've needed to hear. I've needed you to say, you were shitty. You did shitty. I was like, thank you.
You done fucked up, son.
Thank you. Finally.
Yeah. It's weird. So 2019, the world of positive reinforcement is bullshit.
Oh,
like, I mean, I'm not saying that the participation award, and this is an old thing that lots of people have talked about, but I'm talking about it. But I'm not saying that you need to go back to the 1950s and paddle your fucking kid to a bloody pulp, or I'm not saying that some people don't get carried away with negative reinforcement. Right. There's a balance. Like I said, nothing's 100% black or white. There's gray, but positive reinforcement is going to make self-righteous assholes of your kids that are just gonna kind of hold them back a little bit. Yeah. A little bit. And then I'm not speaking for everybody because I can't, because different brains work in different ways. And there are some people that have probably been natured and coddled and they do just fine. Yeah. They've also had a crutch.
That's true.
But at the same time, a lot of people are just like, mommy, daddy isn't here to give me what I want anymore. Now what do I do? And then they were coddled too much. And now they're just expecting the world to fall into their hands. But then it's also bullshit because usually those people, as parents, know people that's like, all right, well, son, you got an interview. Just look sharp and wake up by 9. And it's like, fine. And then it's just like, I'm here busting my ass. And it's like, fuck you. Like, fuck.
Well, that's the thing. The more psychological stuff I learn, I'm like, how are we actually functioning? And how are parents? I was like, well, I don't want to be a parent. I'm like, I do want to be a parent because I'm like, there's a lot of shitty parents out there.
Oh, yeah.
But you're going to fuck your kid up. There's no question you're going to somehow, especially how you're saying, like, people's brains work differently, right? So if you don't realize, oh, your kid's like I think my parents fucked my brain up, but they probably were like, we don't fucking get this kid. Yeah. We don't understand.
We're individual people.
So they were just like doing their best.
Yeah.
But they just did it wrong.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that's a correct term. I think everybody to some degree was like, I love my parents, but like at some sense, like, they fucked me up. And it's like, I think I was held back by partner A, and I think I was told what to expect to a certain degree wrongly. And there was a lot of contributions that my parents made in great manners and taught me so much. And I think I turned out to be a pretty half decent human being.
You want to say amazing?
I was going to, and I'm like, bring it back, Dylan. You're not that amazing. Wheel it in. Yeah.
You're amazing, Dylan.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Somebody else had to say it, but I mean, like, I think there's definitely like virtue to all the things that they did, but like, there's definitely, I think everybody at some point can be like, well, my parents did this in a certain degree that fucked me up. And then I would grow up thinking this one way. And I realized to myself that was not technically what it should be. And then it just advance down the line. It's like, well, what did their parents do to them? Oh, well, what did their parents do to them? And it's a very dated system of slowly growing up and then things getting more and more and more and more nicer. And I don't know what the word is, but not politically correct, but like just softer.
Softer? What the fuck?
I don't know.
But you're exactly right though. Like you have to remember, like, it's like, oh, my parents fucked me up and now I got to deal with this. I got to figure this shit out in my head. And it's like, yeah, but they're just people. Yeah. They were fucked up probably.
Just like you.
They're just going about their day trying to sort themselves out.
And they're probably thinking of what they thought that their parents fucked them up and they don't want to do that thing. So they do something opposite or different, which is a different way of fucking you up. It's not the same way that they got fucked up. It's just a new way of being fucked up.
That's right.
And then it just
we're all fucked up.
shit rolls downhill, and
Yeah.
bottom line, there's gonna be a pile of shit at the bottom of the hill. No way around it. But we're all shit. We are all shit. But I mean, but then like I said, you can't take the positive out of it either. Because like my parents,
Well, no,
as far
that's
as
what I mean,
they definitely did some awesome things that made me be a pretty amazingly normal guy.
They got to try. They got
They to try, yeah.
And some dudes okay.
Some, yeah,
Ish.
some, and as long as your kid comes out and he's not a serial killer and not
there's
deadbeat,
there's a lot of things that can happen that
so much, yeah.
you can seem okay, but people are actually like seriously like having a hard time in their head, right?
Oh, yeah.
And and it might not be their fault, but they got to start dealing with the shit that they are how they are, and regardless of their fault, they have to deal with it. There's one video this lady said, it's not their fault they're that way, but now as they're adults, they're like, it's their responsibility to deal with it.
Correct. That's
like,
awesome.
You can't, and I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah. No, because I mean, I know I've had my falters and my issues in my head, and like I'll 100% admit it. My mother's an amazing woman, and she babied the fuck out of me and Tyler, and I'll just say it. It's like whatever. It's just like, I mean, it's a kind of like naturing mothers do, but she wouldn't let us do anything, even in high school. Like I wouldn't cook, I wouldn't do dishes, I wouldn't do like.
Doesn't she still bring you lunch sometimes?
And she still brings me lunch to work. Yeah, I know.
I was like, wait, yeah, I've seen this.
That I think it's because like I'm out on my own now, and she's still like, oh well, I want to like. She's just so like that's all she cares about is making sure that which is like amazing. Like she's so amazing in that sense. But in the same effect, like as a kid, I would do dishes once in a while, just like, oh, I got like my mom would be at work, I'd do the dishes, and then I wouldn't do it right, so they'd get redone and stuff like that. And that's a little, it's a little demobilitating, but like
demobilitating. What were you trying to say there?
It's demobilitating.
Demoralizing, maybe.
Maybe.
Like made you feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not demobilitating.
I don't know. Yeah.
Demobilitating is like I cut your arm off, or leg off.
Like what you just did right now. You just demobilitated me on my train rolling of this conversation.
Demoralized you.
Demoralized again. Fuck. Yeah.
I made you feel like shit.
No, actually, you can't make me feel like shit. I already feel like that. But no.
Like demoralizing. Here we go. Here's the definition. Causing someone to lose confidence or hope, disheartening.
Okay, that's the word I meant. Thank you.
Yeah.
But where was I going with that? Oh, but yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? She just did it because she loved us, and then I'm not taking that away from her. Like, so that was a perfect example of what we are talking about currently. It's like she just loved the fuck out of us and just wanted us to do everything, and that's the way she showed it. And now I'm a pretty sketchy cook. I mean, I won't burn the place down, and I'm not no Emerald Lagasse, but I'm not no hobo cooking beans on a fucking open pot.
Right,
but
you just burn frozen pizzas. Or no, you don't burn them. Do you burn them, but
No.
they're still cold in the middle? How did you do that? That was amazing.
I broiled them is what I did. I broiled it. Because is broil heat coming from the top
Yeah.
and then nothing from the bottom?
Yeah. Oh, that's what you did. So
I
that's why
broiled
it was
it.
frozen.
So like the bottom,
like-
it was like, well, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
Don't broil frozen pizzas. They're not frozen pizzas.
Well,
Broiled-
no. I think if you read the instructions, which there are like 3, and they're like half a sentence on a frozen pizza.
Okay, that was an anomaly. That was just me not looking, and like the toaster oven I was using was turned to broil, not bake.
Oh, okay. So you just screwed up.
I just overlooked something really stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I paid for it royally.
Because I was
at the
like,
end.
that's an anomaly that you just didn't know. Like, I'm like, this is not the first time you had a frozen pizza.
No, and it's. I had a very hot still frozen pizza. I had a very hot still frozen pizza. It was weird. It was super
Hot,
weird.
Still frozen pizza.
Yeah, a very hot still frozen pizza.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
We better cut it off.
We
Cut it
better
off.
wrap
go.
it. Yeah, because we can be running for a mile. Anyways, that was fun. Miles and miles. And yeah, I mean,
I can go for miles.
People can
and miles
wail.
and miles. Do you know the skydiggers?
what?
Skydiggers.
What?
Skydiggers.
It sounded like somebody's knocking. Somebody here? No. Okay, I just heard it goes.
Skydiggers.
What is that?
Skydiggers.
Anyways,
It's a band.
What I quickly wanted to say, I said people can wail. I meant people can weigh in on what they think of parents screwing them up. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, weigh in. Say
I like
it's
that.
like, yo, my mom was so good to me. She made me biscuits every morning and oatmeal. And then I rode my horse into the city. I bought some grain. Then I came back, and I'm a farmer. and that's okay. That's okay. So weigh in, say what you think about what we talking. Nobody has to agree with us. I don't think anybody would. 100% of the stuff that we say. We say some pretty out there things, but yeah, why not?
I'm being quiet because I'm trying to remember a song. Because they got this song. It's a good song.
Do we want to play a song? You were just talking about how you...
Well, I'm not going to play it. I want to sing it, but I can't remember the lyrics.
Okay, well, that's stale.
I know. That's what I'm trying to find. Oh, there is the album.
There is the album.
Layers just over the mountain, I think.
Oh, man. What a way to end.
Skydiggers, man. They're like a Canadian band from the Prairies.
No clue.
Really? You've never heard of them?
I don't think so.
They're great. They were back in the day with like...
Back in the day.
Grapes of Wrath and...
So 90s.
Spirit of the West.
90s. Late 80s, early 90s? I know Spirit of the West.
I guess.
But... yeah, anyways, I think we should wrap this
up.
Hold
on, I'm finding the song, man.
If you guys are still with us, he's trying to find a song. If you're not, I don't blame you. And you just didn't hear that.
Well, I can cut the space out, you dummy.
Well, I can't.
So now I have to leave that in so if you say that and then it's like right to the next thing, they'll be like,
"What? What space?" Yeah.
Things were going fine. What's Dylan talking about?
But if they're watching the video, then they're just like, "Do." Okay. I'm gonna go stroke it in the bathroom while Cam figures his shit out. Yeah.
The last episode, the video's gonna be terrible because I took so much out of it because we were really relaxed. We were just having
relaxed. Yeah.
We were having a wine conversation.
Yeah, we were very relaxed. Anyways, did you have what you have? Can we end this?
Yeah, it wasn't miles at all. It was hours.
Okay, that was so... Okay, wow.
80 odd hours till I'm home again. 80 odd hours till I'm home. That's kind of how it goes, yeah. Because they're like country folk, right? And when I saw them, I think they opened for Grapes of Wrath or Spirit of the West, one of the two in Edmonton.
Sounds like
years ago.
Sounds like a pretty subpar show.
Fuck you. It was amazing. It was awesome. And they were like they looked like farmers and construction workers.
Yeah.
The guy had beard before beards were a thing. And fucking beards. Oh my God. You know you can get plugs for beards, like fake beards?
That's
insane.
Disgusting.
We'll talk about that next episode.
Anyways, that was it.
These guys, they were wearing like the guitar player, he was like in like work boots. Just like loose old, just fucking work boots. It's like, really?
He probably just got off ship at the plantation.
No,
shift at the plantation. He's like, okay, now I gotta go do a rock show.
They were like 20 years before. What do you call those hipsters?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cam discovered hipsters before hipsters were a thing. Peace.
I didn't know that's what they were though.
Oh. Okay. Well. Bye.
Bye.